my like dirt poor fucking olive farming Italian like ancestors came here on a fucking boat, and they went to Ellis Island, and they were like, okay, you're good. Like you're not like super diseased or anything. Like, all right, yeah, you're good. Come on
Mhm.
in. And then, fucking pizza and ice cream and like Little Italy
Yes, we have
and
all those things
baseball
because
and
your
like
your ancestors came.
right, yeah, they
Yeah.
invented it. That Abdul El Sayed, like, you know, pro-immigrant rhetoric, like that shit gets me. Like I really like that.
Mhm.
And I've learned like
Yeah, I turned into like an Obama era, like
y-
like
yeah, yeah.
just
Well,
like,
it's like, you know what?
yeah, we need
It's
to,
But the thing
like,
is, the thing is, and like this is honestly something I think the left in general and like uh American socialists lose sight of sometimes is that like
mhm,
that's in the fucking DNA of Americans, man. Like, I mean, literally, right? We're all immigrants, but like,
mhm,
that is important to people. Like I think we have a lot of problems with xenophobia and all this shit, but like a lot of that comes from manipulative political leaders and
mhm,
advertisements and marketing and all this shit. um I think that is the cool thing about America, like that people
mhm,
come from all over. um you know, I when Trump is like talking about, ending birthright citizenship and this, like ending this type of immigration and this and that. And it's like,
mhm.
dude, there were fucking open borders. And my like dirt poor fucking olive farming Italian like ancestors came here on a fucking boat, and they went to Ellis Island, and they were like, okay, you're good. Like you're not like super diseased or anything. Like, all right, yeah, you're good. Come on
Mhm.
in. And then, fucking pizza and ice cream and like Little Italy
Yes, we have
and
all those things
baseball
because
and like
your ancestors came.
right, yeah, they
Yeah,
invented it. But, but yeah, it's
man.
just it's like, yeah, man, I don't like that that's cool, and, like, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for that,
Mhm,
um, it is, like, what's important about America. I grew up partly in Queens. When I was very young, we lived in Brooklyn and Queens, um, and it was very normal for Queens is an incredibly diverse place.
mhm,
Um, it was very normal to know Chinese kids and black kids and Russian people and like plenty of Jewish, uh, Catholic and other like Christian denominations, Muslim kids. I had a friend who like wore a turban when I was in kindergarten, and I didn't think any fucking thing of it. I was just like, "Oh, cool,
mhm.
what's that?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, this thing we wear from
Yeah,
Bangladesh or Pakistan, wherever he was from." But like,
yeah,
um,
it's like a dope Aladdin hat, it's
right,
awesome,
yeah, and it's like, "Oh, cool, all right, yeah, he wears that," and like I don't know, like my it's like I know some Jewish people they wear a yarmulke, and it's like
Mhm,
to go from that to then like I the rest of my childhood was in Connecticut, and it was the part of Connecticut we were in was a little less diverse, I'll say, but
mhm,
it was not like a super, I wouldn't say like racist place. It wasn't like a very conservative place. It was um so but it was weird to go there and be like, oh, everyone's white. It's okay. That's fine, I
yeah,
guess, but that's weird that there's just like no other kind of person here. There's like a handful of Jews, but like,
mhm,
that was weird. And then to learn more about the wider world and the wider country, and seeing how fucking like hateful and disgusting especially the fucking Republicans are. I'm like,
mhm,
fuck you, man. Like, no, you don't get to do that shit here. That's not how we fucking do it. And the worst moments of the history of the US are when those attitudes have been allowed to fester and spread. right?
And
Like,
especially right now in this moment in history where I think that they are being really base boosted in a way that, I want to believe in my heart doesn't represent, quite so many people. Obviously, I mean,
yeah,
obviously,
yeah, and
a
I
whole
think
fuck
I
ton of people in this country are racist.
yeah, yeah, absolutely, and but I do think that like when prosperity is shared among more of the population, and you have a more of a social safety net, and just everyone's allowed to participate, and people are mixing more and everything. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I think that makes people less bigoted, but
Mm-hmm.
it's not going to dissolve it. But I would say there was a period of time in this country where, like, if you were racist, you shut the fuck up. Like, you're not going to go out and say all that shit
Make racists
because,
shut the fuck up again. That's really
right.
what
Like,
we need to get to. That was when America was truly great, when
yeah,
racists
like,
felt, you know,
yeah, make racists afraid again. There's a great
yeah.
song by a German punk band called ZSK called "Make Racists Afraid Again." But
Should reach out to them and and see if they'll let us have that as the theme song.
oh fuck
Um,
yeah,
so so read your childhood. So I grew up in Maine, so I was always
mm,
surrounded by like 99% white, white kids. But I had Nickelodeon, so I knew other types of people existed. You know what I'm saying? I was watching all that. I was watching Keenan and Kel.
yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And so like I do think that like I mean like my and it's how I kind of relate to people nowadays, right, where I think that through like one of my best friends, like we barely talk about, we'll maybe spend like 5 minutes talking about each other's personal lives, and then the rest of our hangouts are just about like Spider-Man and where the Spider-Man series is going, and shit, and so
hell yeah,
the TV kind of raised me, right? So TV was how I connected, but I came up at a time where like a lot of these kids, Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, right? They were really, pushing, right? Like they had like black characters, Keenan and Kel. I mean, like they were, that was a huge show in the 90s for representation. It's just,
yeah.
two black teenagers, and so like,
All
and
that, all that was
all
like
that
very
great
mixed.
show,
Yeah.
I mean, and we won't talk about, kind of the PTSD that a lot of those people have now that they
Yeah, that's a whole other problem. Yeah.